Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Credit Josh here again with Dimitry, that owns a credit repair company out in California. A lot of you guys may already know him from past videos. We're doing a couple series on credit repair on different topics. So thanks for tuning in or joining us, Dimitry. Today, I think we're going to be talking about when you buy a car loan or go to get a car loan. A lot of you guys know you go to that dealership and you sign the paperwork for that or the application, and next thing you know, you get home and you have 15, 20 credit inquiries. So that's what Dimitri's going to be talking about. So take it over, Dimitri.
Yeah, thank you, Josh. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to Josh's channel. He always has a lot of interesting things, a lot of different guests, and most importantly, a lot of valuable information. But what I wanted to share with you today is how to get a car with one or two hard credit inquiries. Okay. My business is hard credit inquiry removal, and it feels like I'm shooting myself in the foot by sharing with you how not to get so many inquiries. But I'm just tired, guys, because it seems like a lot of people in US, they do need that information. A lot of people don't understand how credit works. And that's what we're doing here with Josh, is we're trying to educate you and share with you some information that we know that can help you. But like I said, my business, some of my business is inquiry removal. Okay, so if you do have a lot of inquiries, don't hesitate and give us a call. We'll help you to get those.
Yeah, his information will be below, and I think some viewers. There's several other viewers that has already hired him in the past from a couple months ago when we did videos. So, like, if you guys don't know, if this is your first time watching one of the collaboration videos with Dimitry, I've known him for 12, 13 years now, and he's personally done some work for me and clients of mine and family members of mine. So he can definitely take care of you and gets results quickly. So take it over, Dimitri.
Yeah, quickly. We're gonna try to do it quickly. Sometimes credit bureaus don't care,
Yeah.
So but we're definitely gonna do our best, and results are not guaranteed, but we can tell you what's been going on recently. For example, TransUnion recently stopped disputing, stopped actually going through disputes with inquiries. Equifax requires multiple submissions, Experience still working. But anyways, if you do have those questions, give me a call, reach out through the website. I think the link would be below, and I'll be more than happy to take a look, or my assistant or someone from my office will reach out to you and we'll get your project started. But the main reason why I wanted to put this video together with Josh today is, you guys, seems like love car shopping, I heard, Josh, that men spend more time shopping for a car and invest more time than they invest in choosing their wife. I don't know if that's true or not, but I see, when people come and they have like 20 hard credit inquiries from dealerships, and the way they get them is because they walk into the parking lot dealership and they said, I would like to get this car, that car, or that car, or whatever. And the dealer said, okay, have a seat. What's your social security number? You give it away. And that's how you get all of these inquiries, because they put your information, your application up online for bidding, and all of those companies will start bid on your application and provide the dealer with a rate. Okay.
So you guys hear that there. It's not like the dealerships are actually submitting the information to the individual banks. It's like they have a system, and it's kind of like the banks are bidding. It's like a bidding platform in a way.
Bidding for your business.
They're pulling your credit to see if they want to offer you a loan or not. It could be from, say, some credit union or some bank you've never heard of, and it could be a loan offer or whatever. But you got all these other inquiries because, until they got approval, and sometimes it can take minutes or hours or something,
That's right. And also you get a lot of inquiries this way. Actually, what happened to my brother is he didn't have any credit. but he got into the car. They let him drive off the parking lot. And 3 days later, they called him. They said, "Sorry, Michael, we couldn't get your proof. Can you bring the car back?"
Yeah, I've heard of stories like that before. Yeah. So how do you go about not getting so many inquiries then?
Okay,
That
so
way?
this is what I would do when I'm buying a car. You go into the bank where you bank at, okay, and sit down with the banker. Make sure that that bank have you in a good standing, have your account in a good standing, whether it's a business or a personal account. But you go and sit down with the banker and say, "Look, we've been banking together for a while." It's like the mortgage thing we just talked about in a few minutes ago in a different video. But you tell them, "Look, I would like to get a pre-approval letter because I'm about to buy a car," and the banker will check your credit and give you that pre-approval letter. Let's say $30,000. Now,
Sometimes they can do a soft pull even, huh? If you're
here we
having a
go.
banking
Here we go.
relationship.
Yeah, that's right. That is correct. So ask the question, but most likely it will be a hard pull for the pre-approval, and you get that letter, and then you can walk into the dealership. Okay, and now you have leverage because you buy in cash. As far as the dealer is concerned, you buy in cash. You're not asking for a loan, and you can play a little bit. Say, "Hey, so what would be my payment if what would be my price if you get me into the loan?" And he would tell you, "Well, it's going to be 35,000." And then you can say, "Hey, what if I pay cash?" "Oh, if you pay cash, 29,000." I'm just throwing out numbers, but for the dealer, you are a cash buyer. So what happens when you sit down and say, "Look, this is my pre-approval from my bank," they will mail you the check. Let's just start signing the paperwork. And that's it. And the dealer will reach out to your bank, and the bank will mail them a check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
One hard inquiry. That's it.
Yeah. So, I mean, of course, you want to make sure you have decent enough credit for one. And if you don't, then make sure that whatever bank, your bank or whatever, I think you want to make sure you tell them, "Hey, this is the car I want," or it's a $30,000 car. You want to have a sizable down payment if you have, say, troubled credit, because I think even troubled credit, you don't have to go through, I think that's a lot of mistakes people make is they go into the dealership and then, you'll get those 15, 20 different hard pulls. And especially if you have troubled credit, they'll come back with an offer, a bank accepted it or whatever at 24%.
That's right.
It's crazy. And honestly, you're going to be paying for a $30,000 car. You're going to be paying $70,000 for it over the life of the loan. So you want to make sure you get your credit in order beforehand to get the best rate as possible. But like Dimitry said, like I always preach in other videos, especially the business credit videos, that banking relationship is very important that you have. So if you don't have that banking relationship, then it's going to be harder. But I think credit unions are great. Going through credit unions, they tend to trust a little bit more. So, but yeah, definitely, like Dimitri said, don't just go right into the dealership and let them kind of go crazy with your credit, because you're going to get all those hard pulls, and it's not really necessary when you can, go into traditional banks or your own credit union, whoever you bank with, and go this route. A lot of people, I think, wish they knew that beforehand, that go through this, So, but if you are in that situation or whatever, Dimitri's information will be below. He can help you, get ready for getting approved for a car loan, I think, with the inquiry removals and if you have troubled credit or whatever. Anything else, Dimitri, on that topic?
Yeah, I just want to really mention one more thing. Like the takeaway from this video is, like Josh said, have a good banking relationship, have a personal banker that you can reach out to. And if that banker leaves the office, they should transfer your case to somebody else, have those relationships. And I think we mentioned the video as well, even if you're applying for whether it's a car loan or a credit card, walk into the bank with 2 forms of ID, sit down and ask them to get you approved. It makes it makes a lot of difference, you know, when the banker calling in your credit card application over
Seeing
the
you
phone
in
as well.
person versus someone doing it online, because there is a lot of fraud online. And
Exactly.
stuff. So, you know, definitely going into the bank is definitely better than applying online. They know it's a real person for sure. Okay, sounds good. So, again, you guys check out his information in the link description below. That's all for this video, and we got a couple more coming. So, stay tuned until the next one.